but I was hoping and wishing that he would be better and do better, and there were lines that he wouldn't cross, which is what everybody is saying with this whole body in the park. There were lines they thought he would not cross, which now I'm thinking you might have actually threatened Wiggy Wonder. Now I'm thinking you actually did.
Lawful wedded husband.
To be my
Routine. Not but routine's hard. With a tramp like you.
Well, I know it hurts being third rate, but aren't you accustomed to it yet?
Oh, Robin, I see you.
I baptized myself the slut of Springfield.
Son of a bitch in here. I found out myself what love is all about.
Hey everybody, it's me, Nikki. This episode of Beyond the Gates was so damn good, and also we're hitting 100 episodes on Monday. Yay! We've been rocking with them for 100 episodes, and we're gonna rock with them for 100 and another 100 and another 100. We're gonna rock with them until they get in the tens and the thousands, like everybody else. Anyway, so in this episode, Martin finally tells Nicole everything, especially with the body being found in Stan's Park and how it was Joey and Marcel and Evil Genuine and how they all worked together to conspire to unalive someone. And that's what happened. Now, Nicole is getting back to seeing patients, and one of her first patients is going to be Martin because she's going to help him figure all of this out. And he feels like if he talks to his mother and starts to get some help, he's going to do what Smitty wanted him to do, which means Smitty will welcome him back home because that's where he wanted to be. So I don't want to hurt you, baby. Say when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. Oh, how I feel so. Listen, that's top time. He owned. So when Nicole find all this out, she was like, okay, let me go handle business. So she go over there to Evil Genuine's house. Now, between time before Nicole get over there, Evil Genuine is talking to his lying-ass wife, talking about, oh my God, you don't even look pregnant. And she was like, why would you say that to me when I'm going to be looking like a bloody balloon? So, girl, you ain't pregnant. And then she asked him, when is the Dupree hold on you going to be over? I thought us having this baby was going to, end the Dupree hold on you. And he was like, it's soon. They don't have a hold on me. Child, please. So when Nicole come over there, she was like, I never liked you, but you being a murderer? What the hell? So Triple H is like, I didn't see the resemblance before, but I see the resemblance now. You're just as crazy as your sister. Get the hell out of my house. And it's just like, who the fuck you think you talking to? Girl, it don't matter if this is your house. This don't matter if this is your house. If we wanted to, we could really get you escorted up out of the gates. You and your husband. Okay, we can get both y'all gone. You and your Avisa fetus. Both y'all can get all three of y'all can go. Because, see, she wouldn't have been able to come up into your house and walk in your house. First of all, nobody would be able to walk up to your house if y'all didn't live in the gate and stay fooling with folks. But, she was sent on about her business. Her deity told her to go upstairs like he always do when he talking business. And him and Nicole start going at it. Okay, start going at it. And honestly, neither one of them were lying in what they were saying, but it did... I'll say this. It did reveal some things, not about Nicole, but about Evil Genuine. And he was like, I saved your son. The problem isn't with the how it was done. It was the fact that you didn't get to do it and I did it. I saved him. He could have went to prison, which is true. But she was like, if you were even half the lawyer that you say you are, you would have known that this was a self-defense case and you could have got him off. Well, he would have had to give up his Congress seat. So what? So what? Then they get to tussling for real with the verbals. And he was like, listen, you think your father is such a good man and all these different things, but a good man wouldn't need a cleanup crew. He wouldn't need a fixer. He wouldn't need to have somebody there fixing all his wrongdoings. He would have raised a good family. All of y'all always come to me for something. And when Danny first brought me home, because I listened to the speeches, I wanted just a sprinkle of that magic he had. I wanted a father like him. I wanted him to treat me like a son because I didn't have a father. My father was a bum. I wanted that. So once again, proving to me that the reason he can't let go of the Duprees is because they are his family. They're the only family he's ever truly, known to actually care about him, no matter how he was treated. They are the only family he's had that really cared about him and didn't treat him wrong. And on top of that, as much as he goes in on Daddy Dupree and how he gets down, you still want to be in his orbit because, in so many words, he's your father. And Nicole said, okay. Oh, okay. So you had the opportunity to help Martin and not just fix this, because Bill ain't really a fixer, because if he was a fixer, none of this stuff would be coming back on nobody. A real fixer fixes it and it don't come back. Anyway, she was like, you had every opportunity to really help and you didn't. And he was like, your family always comes to me. She said, you can say no. And I was like, she's not wrong. You could say no. You legitimately could say no. You're a grown ass man and you could say no. You could be like, I'm not helping nobody with nothing. Nathaniel, you could say no. But she was like, what will happen, because the devil on their shoulder is no longer there anymore. And she's like, you do bring out the worst in people. And I was just like, she's not lying. She's not lying. Just like Wiggy Wonder, whenever Wiggy Wonder or Evil Genuine is around anyone on this show, they tend to bring out the worst in them. But Nicole said, I'm going to help fix my son. My son is a good man, and he still has so much good to do. And a Congress seat wouldn't have mattered had you did the right thing when it happened. And I was like, Daddy Dupree is to blame too, but Daddy Dupree is over there beating himself up. And she was like, I'm going to help my son. I'm going to help fix my son. I'm the fixer now. So that's where that comes from. And I was like, hopefully she can help fix this girl. Meantime, between time, Jacob down there questioning people. Now, he did tell Naomi that he almost had to arrest, Nicole. But the DA said he didn't have enough evidence, so he couldn't arrest nobody. But he's still being a Boy Scout and harping on this whole Martin Marcel thing in the body in the park. Even after Naomi told him to let it go, he's not letting it go. So when Martin comes to Orphan Jeans, he's questioning Martin on a lot of things, and Martin shuts him down and gives him nothing while giving him everything. So once again, Jacob is putting it together, and it's just like, why would you say that? And Naomi goes over to the Grand's house, and she's trying to talk to them, ask them questions, but they're like, we can't tell you. You're an officer of the court. You are married to an officer and so much more. And Daddy Dupree gives her $1. So boom, you're not my lawyer. I'm about to tell you this, attorney-client privilege. And they run it all down to her, even Bill's involvement in the unaliving with Joey and Marcel, and then Elon's involvement. And she's like, I wish and I hope my father could be a good man. Obviously, he was never going to be Daddy Dupree, but I was hoping and wishing that he would be better and do better, and there were lines that he wouldn't cross, which is what everybody is saying with this whole body in the park. There were lines they thought he would not cross, which now I'm thinking, you might have actually threatened Wiggy Wonder. Now I'm thinking you actually did threaten that woman. Naomi is reeling, and Daddy Dupree was like, maybe I shouldn't have told you any of this. And she was like, I can't understand how I'm half of him, and how, like, all these, like, not half of him, but he's half of me. And Miss Anita was like, you're nothing like your father. And they're like, okay, so she was like, what's next? And Naomi was like, do I wish I could unhear it? Yes, but not unknow it, because now I can help Martin. But when it comes down to it, y'all might get charged for conspiracy and the cover up. Okay? So y'all gotta get ready for the secret to not stay secret. And I'm glad Eva finally picked her coochie up off the floor, put it back in her pocket, and bossed up on Tomas and said, I'm the main character, I'm the main chick. I'm not about to be no side piece. I'm not about to be another notch in somebody's bedpost. I'm not about to be the obstacle this couple in a book has to get over so they can be together. Not today, not tomorrow. They were making out and they were about to hook up, and she stopped it. And she put her foot down. Kat came knocking on the door, and she told Tomas to hide in the bathroom, and he was like, I'm not hiding. And Kat came, and Kat was like, I don't want to fight with you. Kat said that. She was like, I know you're in there. I need to talk to you. I don't want to fight with you. This is about my mom. She needs your help. And when she opened, like, Eva opened the door, she was like, your Looney Tune mother is trying to frame my mother, and I know you ain't in here about to go to sleep. And she see Tomas, and he stood up there and lied to her, talking about, oh, I just came here to borrow a book. And Eva was, not Eva, Kat was like, I can't believe I thought you could help, and you could stay because you didn't get what you came for. And she left. She really didn't tear down the building like I thought she would. But Eva put her foot down and said, this is the end of her and Tomas, because you said you didn't want to hide, but you were hiding because you told Kat you came here to get a book and not what y'all was about to do. So I'm glad Eva finally let herself be like, I need to be courted, I need to be wanted, somebody needs to be obsessed with me and not the other way around. And Kat is done with him too, because she was like, he a liar, he a cheater. She was talking to Martin about it, and she was like, he's a liar, he's a cheater, and he looked guilty, like he wanted to devour her, and he knows what I went through and how I felt about what happened with Dad, and he still did this. And I was like, girl, yeah, he did. Throw him away. Evil Genuine gonna be mad about this one, because he no longer has a direct line to getting information on Chelsea and Naomi. Messy.